All right, it's been 3 more weeks and I still haven't seen one vapor trail or chemtrail or whatever you guys call them. So I don't know what's going on. What's up?
What's up?
We building a house?
Yeah.
For who?
My brother and my big brother and
I played in.
my brother and my big brother and my sister.
What happened to my little boy, my little 10-year-old boy?
Hello.
So I fell into this vat of toxic waste.
You want me to come back down? That's not going anywhere. All right, we pretty much got everything we need for day number 2. Continue to convert this storage space, warehouse space, into living quarters for my son, his wife, and our new grandbaby. So let's get up the hill. All right, so we're back again. I'm going to finish the wall going this way to the drywall, and then I'm going to clear out this space back here, which will be 144 square feet. It'll be 12 by 12. It'll be basically framed from those studs to that stud all the way back, and we'll put a door in there. And again, this will be the nursery slash closet.
You know, those things, but you just mind like there used to be species on it, and not TGR on money, and there's so many trees that we should, to have any on it.
I got that wall done right there. Just check out all the connections up there. Looking good. There's the back side of it. So what's gonna happen next is you can see where that drywall is hanging there. That's the next wall that's gonna come out to right on the outside of that window right there. So the next thing I'm gonna do is clear all of this out, start framing this up. All right, we got her all cleared out of here. Got that open back up. And what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave this the way it is. And instead of making the door that large, I will reframe this for an appropriate sized bedroom door. I think I'm gonna leave that Mickey Mouse-ness and just, like I said, reframe this, put a bedroom door in here. Now I'm gonna deal with this Mickey Mouse-ness here. Obviously all of that circuitry came down inside the wall, and those plugs were accessible on the outside. I'm gonna get those out of the way, and then when I put the top plate in, I'm just gonna give them a channel to go out the other side. I don't need any of that. I don't need any of this, but the guy that I trust to get rid of all this stuff with the gas and the electrical is not here. So that's gonna all go bye-bye, but for now, I'm just gonna be able to build the wall around it. All right, I got those tucked up there out of the way and got that gap opened up. Getting close, guys. Got one more room to frame in, but I'm done for the day. I'll be back up here in, I think, a couple days, and we'll work on this some more. Gino Star, can I help you? Yes, I do remember, yes. So, yeah, the crack in your windshield was caused by a gravel pit that had existed when you parked it here, and then putting it in the sun out in the parking lot just caused that crack to become visible as the sun would get hot and then cold, because now we're going into winter. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I understand that was explained to you. But we did all the work that you paid for. All that work is good. It's all warranted. It's just the windshield really isn't covered under something that was pre-existing and only just became exposed because of the weather. I understand. I wouldn't be happy either, but my own vehicle is sitting in the parking lot now with the same exact thing. I had a Robertson's truck drop some gravel on the way up a couple days ago, and now that crack is showing up because it's getting cold now in the winter, and when the sun heats up that glass, it expands that crack, and then you can see it. You see the air in there. Yeah, I mean, no, yeah, you're a great customer. I know you've been coming to us for a long time. I just think that, you know, we're not seeing eye to eye on the facts of this certain thing. I mean, I'll take care of you in the future. I can do something for you, but I don't understand how the windshield would be our responsibility. No, it didn't actually happen here. It happened when you were driving it and the gravel hit. Right. So, right, yeah. So you remember that. So, yes, of course. No, we appreciate everything. You're a great customer, like I said. And again, I'll try to do something for you in the future to make it up to you, but you know, we still need to realize that the facts are this is not something that we did or are responsible for. Okay, I appreciate it. All right, thank you so much. What is wrong with people these days? All she kept saying to me was, well, I just don't feel good. Well, I'm just not happy. What am I supposed to do with that?
Several days later.
Oh man, what a beautiful day it is out here. This is kind of cool. So the guy that was in here before me lived in this developed living space, and he had a welding shop here, and he would leave this door open. You could come knock on the door. This was all his welding spot. This is actually where my tire trailer was built. If I can find some of those pictures, it was right here up on dollies, and he was welding the whole thing together, and then he had to put it on the ground and roll it out on pipes and then put the axles on outside because it's too tall to clear that garage door. So this is day number 3, building out the framing part. There's a lot of weirdness I gotta try to figure out. This wall took me 2 hours because of the spacing. There's a 1/4 inch difference between that stud and this stud in terms of cement fall or roof line. This wall went up simple, 15 minutes. So if you run into snags, it might be longer, but my goal is to get this one done tonight. There's gonna be some trickery here. There's some studs right there I can anchor that wall to, but then I have to perfectly chisel out that drywall, which I think I can do. And then there's like a lot of weird stuff. There used to be, I guess, a heater there, so there's a vent there, there's a crawl space there, there's a crawl space there. There's varmint crawl space there, there's a junction box there. You know, a lot of this is just hokey. I'm gonna have my electrician guy come in and make sure wherever there's stubbed wires, it's taken care of professionally and neatly. And we'll refinish, I'll rebuild that, make it look nicer, and repaint the interior of all 3 of the livable space rooms there.
I just really appreciate you guys watching and listening for another week. We'll be back next week.
Chad Reed, James Stewart era as a golden era of sport. And the real reason anyone knows I could do an entire video about that.
All right, so what I'm gonna do here was, I was initially going to try to cut all of this drywall out and build the wall off of here, but then look at, it's like there's no room for the window. So I'm gonna come out, I put 2 more studs here, and I can come off the wall here, come back later and fix all this drywall. So we're gonna start building that wall now. Luckily there is a stud I can see from someone else. I can nail to that stud all the way across there. And I can nail to this stud all the way across as well. What are you doing over here? Man, as a kid in the 80s, loving music, we didn't have these Bluetooth boxes. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 Bluetooth music boxes. 2 at work, 2 at the house, 1 in the living room. These things are the greatest, and they're tiny. This tiny little thing puts out a ton of sound. Anyway, just gotta say how stoked I am. It's helping me get this wall finished. I purchased a bunch of 10-foot 2x4s. So to go from that wall to where I want to end up, it's a much longer than 10 feet. So I opted to just do an 8-foot, easy for you to lift up, and then we'll finish it with a 2-foot or whatever it ends up being. It's a little more than 10 feet. So we're gonna put this thing up now. Got it all nailed off and square. There we go. You know, you just saw the videos. If you watched, you saw the videos of us going to Washington to meet our brand new grandbaby number 3. Such a blessing. Mama the other day just said, you know, it's been a month. Can't believe it, but all right. This sucker went right where it's supposed to go. Right in line with everything. So I'm gonna nail this one off. This will be the update video for Thursday. I'm going to show you how it goes into a pretty large nursery / closet. Got that wall done. So we'll bring that wall over to here and then back again. And then I'll talk to you guys when we decide between you guys and I make this like a big closet type of thing. We can hang all your clothes, have some shelving, and then anywhere in here you could do like the crib and stuff. You could have a rocking chair in here for nursing. It's plenty big enough. So that's what we got done today. I need to pick up a little more wood and we'll continue this. Outlaw, baby.
An outlaw.
Yeah, I still gotta dump tires tonight. I love this on the fly brake adjustment. I crank it to 8 when I have the trailer loaded, and I go back to 4 when I'm empty. So my guys have been not loading a full load the last couple trips, and I was telling them, hey man, pack that thing full. And they packed it full. That's why it wouldn't come out like that. Let's lower her back down.
And you can't even give him the name of the company he works for, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they can't read a traffic sign, you know?
Right. Hey, look, what if I told you that 90+% of you are not members? You're watchers, but you're not members. If you like the videos I put out, click the subscribe button. I'd like to see more of you guys become members of my unique club. All right, just an update on my KRX side-by-side. I went all the way to 35s with this thing, and sorry.
Like and subscribe.